On the news, Federal Road Safety Corps cautions road user on safety on roads considering changes in weather patterns. Nigerians advocate extension of innovative policies of developing countries as United Nations Day celebrated. Plus, University of Uyo to hold inaugural lecture on the topic Nigeria, a sanely insane society. Who is not insane? Good evening. Thanks for joining us. My name is Joy Gubani with the details of these headlines and other stories. Note that this broadcast is reaching you live on StarTimes channel 103 and on our social media handles Facebook and YouTube. Please do well to like and follow our page. And on to the news. Sector Commander Road Safety Corps Akwa Ibom State Command Matthew Olonishayi is cautioning road users to be mindful of the early hours weather patterns as a result of changes in climatic conditions to avert road crashes. Mr. Olonishayi was speaking as part of the Corps' commitment to ensure safety on the road through the Ember Month Enlightenment Program. The reports.
At the beginning of this Ember Month, like we always say, the months are not different from January to August, but the challenge we have is that during this period, road users normally go into rushing, in moving from one point to the other, and that is the challenge we normally have. And this rush normally leads to calamities on the highways at this period.
The Ember Month season is fully here, and as usual, there are loads of activities within and outside the state as commuters jostle to meet their needs. Road users and other stakeholders are concerned about the need to be more careful while on the road and to ensure that vehicles are in top shape for their journey during and after the Ember Months.
And in Akwa Ibom State, unfortunately, last week, we lost 4 lives on our roads. We recorded an unfortunate occurrence somewhere around the new stadium in the morning of Thursday, and on Saturday morning too. We also recorded an unfortunate occurrence too along Itam Road, where we lost 3 persons. In the inside Keke, they had a collision with a stationary truck that was parked. So we use this medium to advise road users that, especially when they are moving in the morning, because of the weather now, the weather in the morning is always foggy, which normally reduce visibilities.
This Ember Month, number one, the rain, the stop, and the fuel scarcity does not allow us to see passengers as well, and the anti-touting, the stop also.
The road linking to Eket, which is Ikot Edibon to straight to Junction, the road there is very bad. The one from Nodo to down to Fancy himself, the road is it's not too wide. We have some accidents at night.
Some people appeal to government to help in ensuring regular eye checks for drivers.
What causes accident on the road is some of the accident we have is overthinking. Overthinking how to get the money to return to the owner can cause accident.
Some of our drivers, not all of them, have good eyesight. The government should put a little sensitization to most of our drivers in the park and going for eye tests. If there is a goggles they can give to us to use, because there are some goggles people use at night, the which road safety will do offer to drivers.
The Sector Commander, Federal Road Safety Corps Matthew Olonishayi, says the Enlightenment Program is to check activities of drivers at all times.
We understand that mechanical fault can occur at any point, but if precautions are taken before a driver takes off for a journey, he needs to check his vehicles, he test the brake and other mechanical functionalities of the vehicle to ensure that those vehicles are fit to travel on the road. So if what you cannot achieve from January to October or November, and you think within few days you want to achieve it, one should be ready to face any form of unfortunate occurrence we don't normally pray for.
As Nigerians approach the peak of the Ember Month season, the Federal Safety Corps promises more sensitization programs to help the nation's roads safe. Joy. Away from that report, as Nigerians join the rest of the world to celebrate the United Nations Day, attention is on the need for the organization to implement innovative policies that will breed development in the third world countries. Emedion Umo brings us the details.
United Nations Day is observed October 24 every year to reflect on the principle upheld by the organization towards ensuring humanity, unity, and global peace is established in the world. The organization was established as a response to safeguard humanity from the devastating aftermath of the two world wars. However, preventing the reoccurrence of such tragic events globally, over time, the United Nations has committed itself to numerous initiatives aimed at enhancing the well-being of people around the world. Though a lot has been put in place by the United Nations to ensure global peace, with the current war looming between Ukraine and Russia, Israel and Palestine, people yearn for more.
In my own estimation, I give an appraiser that says, yes, they've tried, but I think that there's so much left to be done in terms of equity.
They have recorded a lot of successes, but they have not actually solved all the problems of the world.
The United Nations came up with this law to curtail or minimize the abuses of some supermen.
Some Nigerians are of the opinion that more policies to enhance good governance in developing nations should be put in consideration.
The wars that are going on, you don't really see that kind of strong condemnation, you don't see that kind of strong intervention. And if there is an intervention, it's always usually to protect their own interests. It's a time for Africa to think about solidifying your African Union.
There's a lot of dislocation in their activities in the third world. The third world are not really being brought in. There are a lot of people that are out are not included. There's a lot of exclusion. The third world is lacking in so many things. Proper governance, proper direction in governance is not being implemented by United Nations.
This year's United Nations Day is an added importance as it commemorates the 75th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights with the theme Equality, Freedom and Justice for All. Emedion Umo, NTA News.
Now, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Uyo, Professor Iyando Indayo, says the university is holding its 95th inaugural lecture. The lecture, which is entitled Nigeria, a Sanely Insane Society, Who is Not Insane, will be delivered by Professor Festus Udo Bassey Abasekong, a professor of consultation liaison psychiatry, Faculty of Clinical Science, College of Health Sciences, University of Uyo. A statement signed by Registrar and Secretary to Senate, Blossom Okoro, indicates that the inaugural lecture will take place on Thursday, October 26, 2023, at the 1,000-seater capacity auditorium, main campus of the university along Waiba Road by 3 p.m. We'll pause here for commercials, and when we return, more news comes your way. Please stay tuned.
To you, BBR Fund Games.
In the spirit of love, BBR Fund did a charity program visiting some orphanages across Nigeria. Here are some clips from the charity program.
Water is life. Aqua Cardinale Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Cardinal water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadisem Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinal Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinal Water. Tested, trusted, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. For inquiries, call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinal Water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, Overback Road, Uyo. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-wall security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class Blue Sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Tafarafort, Overback Road, Uyo, your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
Welcome back, and now let's take you to the rest of our report. Akwa Ibom State government says private school owners should officially register with the government for effective synergy in the development of the education sector. This resonated at the reunion of all students of the Immaculate Conception Secondary School, Itak Ikono. The report. It was a mixed bag for the all students of the Immaculate Conception Secondary School, as it was time to recall their days in school while celebrating their alma mater with gratitude to God.
I feel very excited seeing people who left the school for many years coming back to visit us.
Overexcited, happy for seeing my seniors that left the school. I am very, very happy.
I like to study hard so that I also come back to my alma mater and visit others, because I know they were once like me in this school.
The old students, in a special way of saying thank you to their school, renovated the school library commissioned by the Commissioner for Education with an appeal for government's intervention to check an erosion encroachment threatening the school.
Well, collectively we come in from time to time to tell them we were in this school and that whatever they are seeing here had been in existence, but because we had a mission and we had a vision and we were focused, and that is why we have come out to, because right now there is no sphere that you will not see an old girl of Immaculate Conception Secondary School. So we keep on telling them, let them remain focused, let them study their book, so that one day they will come out, who knows, maybe the next governor will come from Immaculate Conception Secondary School, old girl.
Wants to bring not just Itak, but our, students, our old girls, back to the standard at which we were before now. So that's my intention, and also to collaborate with the government, because before now, the government had been our backbone. It was a force. So I want to collaborate with the government to see how to make this happen. Going, into the school, the properties, I was like a bit broken. And I know that if we work with the government, things would get back to normal.
With this homecoming, we'll put heads together and see what we can do to bring back the glory of our institution. Immaculate Conception is our pride.
Okay, I feel very, very great and excited today. In fact, I've been viewing the event right from Thursday when they started the event. It has really been rewarding and exciting. It brought back old memories of what we went through, thinking we were actually suffering, but we didn't know that it was actually shaping us to become who we are today.
Oh, I am so impressed by the aptitude of the old girls. I have expressed it privately and publicly to them. In fact, the bishop is also very, very happy with their attitude. At least they have not abandoned their alma mater.
Commissioner for Education, Idonge Etiebet, appreciate the old girls and reiterates government's readiness to partner with private schools for an enhanced educational system.
Church, we have to continue in education because it's almost compulsory, it's mandatory for us to be in education. Otherwise, we will not be fair to our mission, our calling. I have been pleading with the government to reconsider the issue of granting aid.
Government is emphasizing that private individuals and organizations that wish to run their schools should come to the Ministry of Education and register with the government. We want them to partner together so that the image and the name of Immaculate Conception Secondary School can be brought back.
Return, reunite, and reflect are some words that seems to give old students of Immaculate Conception Secondary School, ITAC, unforgettable memories. Now, the remains of a former staff of Nigerian Television Authority, late Elder Benson Okonetu, were laid to rest at his country home, Etinan local government area. He was aged 85. Wisdom Jacob was there.
Elder Benson Okonetu was conducted by the Apostolic Church Nigeria, Etinan area and district, Etinan Field, Akwa Ibom State Territory at the Etinan Local Government Secretariat. Tributes from family members and a former colleague described the deceased as a man who stood for the truth at all times.
My dad was a good man. My dad was the man of truth. In everything that he do, he always said that you people should say the truth. Even the last day before he gave off, that is what he told us, that in this life, even in the point of our day, that we will say the truth, that only truth can save us.
He was a trustworthy man, very peaceful. If in the next life they will ask me to choose a father, I will still choose him.
My father has been a source of inspiration to me, a source of motivation. I've always looked up to my father. He has been a very truthful man.
He was a good man, a man of truth. He was so truthful in all his ways.
For good thing he has done, the advice, anytime you call the man to seek an advice, he will give you.
I worked with him for more than 20 years. He never had problems with a fellow staff, and he wished the family to continue in his footsteps.
A biography of the deceased indicates that late Elder Benson Okonetu started his working career with the Calabar Cement Company, Calsemco, moved to the Nigerian Television Authority, and later to Ascon and Forestal in Ikorobasi. Ben Bella, as he was fondly called, was a devoted Christian who upheld the tenets of the Apostolic Church Nigeria to the end. In a sermon on the theme, Life is Hard, Apostle Samuel Isaiah advised the congregation to exhibit Christian virtues that will enable them to overcome life's challenges.
You must live intelligently. To live intelligently means you have to have a choice. Your desire. And that desire is for you to desire life. And the life that is found in Jesus Christ.
Choir groups had renditions alongside thanksgiving by family members. Late Elder Benson Okonetu will be remembered by his wife, children, grandchildren, and a host of others who mourn his demise. Wisdom Jacob, NTA News.
And that's the news. We thank you for being part of it. Remember to be a star. Join NTA to fight against rape and rapists. Up next is our news translation. Please stay tuned.
Road safety me waru warabo yak esen diong idem ke uwat akene na ambo pu ko foro nyong idagami boyiden nyen ebo yak enuk nu bonom po edong kemme idet se isrida ken darang kot imi koti yodi no boyo ku soro ekoto United Nations Day ufong wenta ifyo okay you ak ben runa makama ko bok ari tum runa mukbe okang yin mi ko mo yin mi rang ni sukure bo ya ikop si ni ke bong fan serunam ufo to mambo yo ke Star Times YouTube ko Facebook mo yidin yin ke Nigeria ekene wana ye afat unari yidin yin edi idara dai ko to United Nations Day eteke attack ban bubere situ arunam ena mami eketanga aro arikan boke ngami esiongo mobonom bo arugi nwa mir penkot ke mir semi iyoke ekambanda ke nkot dion yakikubito akombonyen emediong mo
Unarut esio usen enam afriswa manatoro etoyo ufon ana antimbono wo ekberongoke emem yekendu kopo ke erimborum den mbona miari ngoke ebogoro ko ubiang tumommo ado adikan boke ememeba ndien dente ekon awana ammo yemusong esanwa ekre boke emem aba kuto idreru mbona miari ngoke ubiang tum ebogo ekoto United Nations awak ataiteti siadogo ammo ema adisan unwam no mir kere basodo ebogo ekoto United Nations enwam kemme nsio idaga ado awan asogo babake erimbut awan abaga ado Russia me Ukraine esogo wana ndien Israel me Palestinians esogo wana mbamero yagammo emane sanif kere kan boke namno emim aba kere rimbut ndosong bono wo ebo yagammo emane songo mbetke nkang idat Africa manatoro eti ukara anyungo ba non nkang uro iwori ko adinam akiswami ado emem ndukopo mi ken ko ukara uyo emediongo akombo NTA
ukara kwa ibom state tatanga bo yambono wo se inienga ufong weri de memmo esenenyen ufong weri mo ke ngweru senenyen ukara ke rama ya nwam ke afang de penkot ke fang ukbem wit ado ke ndara menkan di to fong wit Immaculate Conception Secondary School itari kono eke namma usoro tun mbok ekoto reunion ke ikom makara ya ikubi oyokombok ito kombok nyen
Akiru ataini inemesat ano menkandi to fong with Immaculate Conception Secondary School nangante mo ekena mamme arinam edito yo mini amemmo ekebara ku fong with nangagedongo ken tugoyen enyongedara ufong were mo kerikino basi ekom yeukbono ke yogo ndaga amemmo ekenogo edikikom ufong were mo ekekara emaimana ebop ubet ukon with ekoto library Nkodo commissioner asegam kpobangan luto mo fong wet kesteremi akebere itiero moy manyong esene benge ebo yakukara esu gonyen ese ubokisong amemmong kwo edem agbokeke kenkan kok ufong werero kemmi komo a commissioner asegam kpobangan luto mo fong wet kesteremi idong esere tiebet ama kom me nkan dito ufong werero anyong otang bengidem ame ukareniege keridia na kediem mufong wit ame mbono weniege mkpungompo mbono ke state ami mbono wu ema itangebo Kemo eri manan sobo nyong do kate iso yiso ado tampo inemesat. Ngoke mimo ntenkan nito ufong with Immaculate Conception Secondary School itak keri namadu adum po amem mimo imedi freke. Uwe medi mo Samson okombok NTA.
Kanyen boxi kamarum fan asire.